Welcome to the Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy VI. This is one of my favorite games ever, so let's get started. The ancient war of the Magi. When its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of the world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Yet there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past, and use its dread power as a means by which to conquer all the world. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? There's the city. Hard to believe an esper has been found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Bah, probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident that the information was good. Ah yes, our witch. I hear she fried 50 of our Magitek armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes her skin crawl, don't it? Relax, with that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. The girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. Well, this is a lovely song, but I figure we should skip it and get down to business. So, let's get started. The girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. So head on up this way, and we get our first random battle. Imperial Magitek armor, not even Narshe is safe anymore. Technically it's a fixed battle, actually. So let's just use Fire Beam. Any of these things will do. They all do enough damage to one-shot these guys. Keep pushing forward. More enemies. This time we got silver logos. More guards. So if by any chance you're running low on HP at this point, you can use Healing Force, which will heal your characters up. So yeah, as you defeat enemies, you gain more experience, and then you gain levels, and as you level up, you get more powerful. So don't skip out on the random enemy encounters later in the game, because you'll level up appropriately that way. There we go, not so hard. According to our source, they unearthed the frozen esper in a new mine shaft they were digging. This must be it. Alright, so we got a save point over here. So you go to save here, hit save, there's your game. Now if you die or you have to quit for some reason, you'll start back. Oh, now we get a random encounter. You'll get quite acquainted with these, I promise. Just take them out the normal way. I'll handle this. Stand back. We're not handing over the esper. Ymir, get them. Hold it. This thing's a... They must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? Do you know what this is? Ever heard of a lightning well? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right, so whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. Alright, so for this one, you're going to want Terra to use healing, or the question mark to use healing force, and Magitek Missile, because that one does more damage. So go to Magitek Missile and use that instead. You'll get the battle over faster. But we are going to want to use Healing Force on Terra. And I guess everyone else while we're at it. Healing Force. Oh, whoops. No, just wait for the head to reappear. There it goes. Yay, finished our first boss fight. High potion. Now we continue onward. So this is the frozen esper. For all you who are musically inclined, this song is in 7/8 time, by the way. I found that interesting. This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Well, where's that light coming from? Wah! Well, what was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? Where am I? My, and I just removed the crown. My head hurts. Easy there, this is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you, in time that is. I'll just use the default names. You can name them whatever you want. My name is Terra. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Open up! We're here for the Magitek armor pilot. Open this door right now and hand over that girl. She's an agent of the Empire. Empire? Magitek armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly. So let's follow the old man. His name's Arvis, by the way. So then we head out across this bridge here. Up there! So just head up this way in this cave. Random encounter. Well, so you can just use attack. Also, Terra has access to magic, which is stronger, but it costs magic points, and if you run out of magic points, you can't cast magic anymore. This is an easy enough battle, I'm just going to attack every time. Save point. Save our game. So that's a treasure chest up there, and normally you would want to go pick up treasure chests because they have nice items in them, so you would walk next to the treasure chest and get the item inside. But in this case, we're actually going to leave these treasure chests alone because if we come back to them much later in the game, they'll have much better items in them. So ignore those two. So then we got 2 spritzers. In the future, I'm going to edit out random battles if we've already seen the enemy configuration that you're fighting, just because it helps move the video along. So once again, ignore that treasure chest. Left path doesn't lead anywhere, go up this way. We're okay on health for the moment. So let's go upwards. There she is. Now we're going to get a flashback or something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, here we go.
My sweet little magic user. Wee-hee-hee. With this slave crown, you'll be all mine. Wee-hee-hee. Good, good. Burn them all to a crisp.
Soldiers of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We are the chosen ones. The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestahl! Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume. Lock. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha, semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Anyways, there's something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. You don't mean... The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. Alright, so you want me to get her out of Narshe? That would be the idea. Make your way to figure out for the time being. Now we've got her. Wonderful, there's a whole bunch of them. Kufo. Moogles, are you saying you want to help? Kufo! So, I think we're going to start with one of the parties that isn't Locke's party, so then Locke doesn't get damaged as much. On the other hand, it could be a good way to gain experience points, so really whatever suits you. I'm going to start with this one, and then use Locke on the boss. Because you can actually steal something good from that boss. I'll explain stealing in a minute when we start fighting with Locke. Got a new dance. Of course, the attack was plenty fine, but I can try using the dance this time. Guess that works too. Two more. If your party's low on health, you can always switch to a new party, though. I would recommend that you use this one as long as possible if you're not planning on fighting the boss with it. Oh, that was slightly painful. Another one. Ooh, there's not looking very good, is she? I think that was all of them. Let me check really fast. So there aren't any up here. Yep, so I guess that's all of them. So we're going to do a couple things now. First, we're going to go unequip Mog of his equipment, because he's about to leave us, but then we can re-equip all his equipment onto our other party members, and his equipment's better than anything we can buy for a while. So first, unequip him. Then, let's fight the boss with Locke, because he's got something good to steal. So Locke can steal things, so we'll see that in a minute here. So we didn't steal this time, but that's okay. Let's not kill him all the way until we finish stealing, but I think he's got a little more health, so I think we're okay for now. Oh, that wasn't good. Come on, get something already. No, don't kill Locke. Alright, there we go. Let's finish him off. We're okay. He's gonna die soon. I think. Oh, dang it. Well, let's finish him first. There we go. Thanks, Moogles. We're in your debt. Of course, you're kind of knocked out right now, but let's ignore that for the time being. The switch auto. Way out. Yeah, you back with us now?
You saved me?
Savior, thanks for the Moogles.
Oh, I can't seem to remember a thing. It's like my mind's trapped in a fog.
You lost your memory?
Man said it would come back eventually.
So you've got amnesia. Don't worry, I won't leave your side until your memory returns. I'm not going to up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. I'll keep you safe, I promise. So now we're going to head to Figaro pretty fast. So I don't think you can get back into Narshe now, can you? Yeah, no. So the guards are going to keep you out of Narshe. It's not safe here. We better hightail it south to Figaro. But I do think you can enter this building here. This is a school for the beginning adventurer. Despite all our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of monsters we know little about. Here, we provide advice to travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. So let's go inside. So that probably revived the lock. That's good. So we got a save point here. Always a good idea. What else can we do? This has a pot in it. Or it has an ether in it. Oh, monster in a box. So sometimes if you get into treasure chests, they're going to have monsters in them. You can just do that. Not so hard. Most monsters in a box are usually a little harder than the enemies you tend to face at about that time normally. So we got another treasure chest. A sleeping bag. Nothing in here. See if we have any more treasure chests in this room here. You can talk to all the people in that room as well, in all these rooms as well. They might give you a little bit of a better introduction to the game. I'll leave that for you to do though. I'm just going to grab all the treasure in here. Oh, I think that's it. Okay, well, let's head to Figaro. Do a couple things. First, we're going to optimize Locke's equipment. That way he's stronger in battle. Guess that's all we can do. So, that's not the save file I wanted. Let's save it in this one. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode.